Hello, guys, welcome back. I hope you all are doing absolutely fine and absolutely safe as well. So, before beginning this video, first of all, I would like to request you all if you could spare few moments to pray for the people who are affected with COVID across the country and across the world as well. And we hope and we'll pray to that the earth recovers soon and very speedily. So with those prayers, we'll now start the first series, which will be starting for surgery, which is the basics of surgery basics. Know your electrolytes. So in this series of know your electrolytes, we'll be trying to cover some basic electrolytes of our body, which are sodium, potassium, and calcium, and we'll try to see what will happen if there is an excess or there is a reduction of the same in our body, right? So the first one which we'll be beginning with is sodium, Na+. So basically, what happens is that there is the state of hyponatremia and hypernatremia in a body, which is respectively the reduction in the amount and increase in the amount of sodium levels in our body, right? So the first thing we'll be doing it is that we'll be covering the full hyponatremia part first, and after covering the hyponatria, we'll move on to hypernatria, and at the end, you can all compare and contrast according to your will and just try to remember and learn these concepts, which will help you all eventually in the practice. Right, so let us begin. Hyponatremia. First, plasma sodium concentration. In hyponatremia, the plasma sodium concentration is less than 135 millimole per liter. The most common mechanism of hyponatremia is increased TBW, which is total body water, that is dilutional hyponatremia. Causes of hyponatremia include GI losses, diuretics, hypoaldosteronism, SIADH, which is syndrome of inappropriate ADH, antidiuretic hormone, PURP, transurethral resection of prostate, CRF, chronic renal failure, nephrotic syndrome, and cirrhosis of liver. Some of the clinical common features which are observed in hyponatremia include brain cell swelling or cerebral edema, which leads to decreased CBF, which is cerebral blood flow. Some of the common symptoms of hyponatremia include nausea, headache, lethargy, confusion, obtundation, which is altered level of consciousness, stupor, numbness, insensibility, seizures, and coma. If the sodium level concentration is less than 120, it could lead to pulmonary edema as well. What is the basic treatment which we can keep in mind while treating and while observing the case of hyponatremia? It can include a hypovolumic state with fluid and salt restriction, loop diuretics if symptomatic and severe, slow correction by hypertonic saline, raise in sodium concentration by 12 millimole per liter in the first 24 hours should be the primary goal and aim. So this was the hyponatremia part. Now we move on to hypernatremia and its basic information. So the plasma sodium concentration in hypernatremia is above 145 millimole per liter. So by this we can understand that the what the number of the range of the sodium in our body is from 135 to 145. Most common mechanism of hypernatremia include renal water loss, which is obviously a very common sense to get it as well. Because of excess loss of the body, there could be an increase in the sodium concentration as well. So the third is the causes of hypernatremia. This can be remembered by remembering the 5 Ds of the hypernatremia, which include diarrhea, dehydration, osmotic diuresis, diabetes insipidus, decreased or absence fluid intake. So these were the 5 Ds by which you can remember hypernatremia. Clinical features of hypernatremia includes hypertonic contraction of intercellular fluids. Intercellular dehydration could lead to altered mentation, irritability, seizures, coma, focal ND. In the comment section, if you all know the full form of this, you can comment it down and tell me. Fourth, muscular twitching, weakness, polyuria, and great thirst. Treatment is allow water orally, correct water deficit, isotonic saline for initial correction of ECF deficit, and once the deficit gets corrected, give hypotonic saline. Okay, so with this we have covered the first part of the series of the video, Know Your Electrolytes, wherein we have tried to understand the sodium in just a very brief, right? So this is not complete authentic information, but this is just a summary of everything which you could do to revise your concepts very briefly. I would always recommend you all to read the classical books of the respective topics. Like for surgery, we have Bailey, Love and Bailey's book, and any books which you could refer, which you think is good for yourself. You can always do that and use these videos as a reference, a source of additional knowledge, and a revision type of thing, right? So with this, I would like to end this video with a request that if you all like this video, please do like it, subscribe my channel, and share this video with your friends and help everyone as much as possible, right? So with this said, I'll conclude, and thank you very much.